So welcome back to this channel IBMI classes. I'm creating this video to have a discussion on IBM IB6. So here I'm going to talk about the libraries. So all the basic information about the libraries, the commands associated with libraries, and other things as well. So but but we'll be giving the demo of copylib command here. So mainly I'll focus on copylib command here. So library is just basically an object in itself, so whose type is star lib. So this library object or library contains other different types of objects like files or programs or other things, uh, other objects in itself. So a library cannot store another library basically, and since it's an object, so we can check its existence using work object whether the library is present or not. Now uh, we can have commands like create lib, change lib, where we can create a library, change the library using those commands. Now here I'm talking about the copy lib command. So using copylib command, I can copy one library to the another library. So there may be chances that other library exist or not. So there were some certain parameters provided in that command which take care of those things as well. Now, if I see work object IBMI classes, I can see the objects of libraries here. So IBMI class B1, 2 are the library type object because the type is lib for them, and they are created in QSys. So all the libraries object which are created in the system are basically in QSys library. So there is only one library in the IBMI system which is QSys, which contains the other libraries. Okay, so like this library IBMI class, we cannot have any object of type star lib in itself, but QSys can have those authorities, or you can say those that power to include the library type objects in itself. Now so let's see work object IBMI class 1 slash star all. So there I have so many objects in itself. So here also I have many objects. Now IBMI class B, here I also have those objects. So I'm deleting these objects using by taking option 4. Here I can see option 4 is for delete when doing work with objects. So I'm deleting all the objects. So now this library does not have any object. So I'm giving you the copylib command demo here. So when I'm taking copylib and then writing copylib and taking F4 on that, so I have three parameters here: from lib, to lib, and star yes. So if suppose IBMI class B, I'm giving the library name same in both the parameters, so I'm getting the error from lib and to lib parameters cannot specify the same library. So this is CPF 2365, which needs to be handled in our program. So in case we are using the copylib command, we should take care of this error CPF 2365 using the mon message command. So in that case, from lib and to lib library cannot be same, because we cannot copy the same library to the same. Now if I took 4 again, I don't have the permission or the authority to create a library here. So what I'm doing, I'm taking option no right now. So in case if that library doesn't exist, I would be taking star yes option for that. So I'm copying IBMI class 2 library to IBMI class B. So I'm copying this library to this library. Now when pressing enter, we can see X mark here. So the command is running. So the command has been run successfully because that X has gone. Library this copied to library this. So the library has been copied successfully. Now I can check whether all the objects are there. Yes, all the objects are now copied to IBMI class B library. Now if suppose I'll delete any of them. A few. Suppose I delete these objects. So now only example object of type file star file is left in this library. And if I again try to copy IBMI class 2 to class B, so it will give me an error message. It needs to be handled in the program if you're writing the copylib command like this. So library this not copied or partially copied. So the message is CPF 2358 for that. So this library not copied or partially copied. So here what happens actually, that the object which is already present in the library will not be replaced or copied from the original from the from lib library, and the other objects which are not present in that library and to library and are present in from library will be copied to the to library. So if I'll see if I'll do work object IBMI class B slash star all, so I can see that other objects are copied successfully. The only object example was not replaced because it was already present. So if I think that I have an object in library and I'm doing copy from some library to that library, so don't bother about that. Your object will always be there, that will not be lost or replaced. So the objects which are not present in that to library will only be copied from the from lib. So this is a good functionality, I think. Now these are the two things, whether library is copied fully or copied partially. Now suppose this is the command. So here if I take star yes, if this library, if to-lib library is not created, it will get created. So I don't have the authority for that right now. So if I take F10, I am able to see some additional parameters as well on this command. So these all parameters are optional. So if I want to specify these parameters values, the default values would be passed to them, like star yes, star yes, star yes, star no, star all. So for example, if just take just do work object on this, just delete, wait for a minute, just check run query star n IBMI class B slash file1, whether this file has some data or not. Yes, this has one record. Now again do work object on that library, just delete all the objects from IBMI class B. So now if I use this copylib command again and take F10 on this one, and if I touch any of these parameters, like if I do it star no, duplicate data star no, so no data will be copied to the to library from the from library. So the files would be blank. Now if I took this as star no, the constraint will not be copied, like unique key constraint, primary key constraint, referential constraint. So any type of constraint which is added to your physical file or the table will not be copied to the to library. So in case if any trigger is attached to your file, so that will also not be reflected in the to library if you do this in star no, like star no. So here I think we don't have constraint or trigger things attached to our files, so we can only see the demo for data. So you can just add a constraint on your file or add a trigger on your file, and then you can check these things at your end as well. So if file, this is duplicate file identifier, this is basically set as star no by default, because we don't want that the file level id or the member level id would be copied to the two library. So if we want that, we want the exact replica of that object, that the file level member or member level id should be same for that object in two library, then we can change this parameter to star yes. So for example, right now it is star no I'm showing you. So just take this up, press enter. So we can see that the library is copied successfully. Yes, all the objects are there in library IBM I class B. If I see the data, so I can see there is no data because I took that optional parameter is star no, data is star no. So now, for example, if I do DSPFD on IBM I class 2/file1, I'll be able to see the file level ID or member level ID. So this is the file level ID, which is the creation timestamp basically. So based on the creation date or time, this will get created by the IBM. Now, if I do this on IBM I class B library, where I do the copylib, perform the copylib. So if I'll search for this, I cannot found that. So if I see here, this is changed. So with respect to the previous one. So for example, if I want the same, that just do copylib again. File ID is star yes, do the data star yes, 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 and all. So if I'll do the SPFD on this one, so I can find this. So the file level identifier is also copied, or you can say also matched with the previous one. So this is in IBM I class B, where I copied the objects from library this using copylib command. So in both the um, libraries, the file one has the same file level identifier, and the member level identifier will also be the same. So this is the thing uh, which could be handled with the copylib command. So we can handle many things using the copylib command in IBM I AS400. So now we have much more power in our hands if we want that any data to be copied, or any constraint to be copied, or any trigger to be copied, or the file level IDs or member level IDs. So we can uh, use these parameters as well at our end to cater our need, or you can say to create or copy a library from one library to another as per our need, that what we want. So I think this is the demo. This is all the demo for a copylib command, and there I also show two errors which needs to be handled whenever we are writing the copylib command in our CL or RPGLE program or whatsoever. So they are CPF2358, that is library one, or which is partially copied, not copied or partially copied. In case if any object is there in the two library, then that case that object will be left or ignored, and other objects will be copied. And CPF2365, in which from lib and to lib are same, is specified as same. So these are the things which are covered in this demo. So here we talked about copylib command and its usage and various parameters of copylib command. So I think that's all, and thank you and have a nice time.